Alright guys, day 25, part 2. So, in this video, I want to talk about consistency and discipline. Uh, so a couple nights ago, I was actually considering stopping, uploading. I was considering to stop uploading videos on this channel because it takes up considerable amount of time. Given the fact that I need to go find a place where no one else is and walk quite a bit in order to get to this place, and oftentimes the weather isn't the best. Like, it's pretty cold outside right now, so I have a stuffy nose because of it. And so I was basically going, like, my mind was basically trying to play tricks on me, trying to convince me as to why I shouldn't continue doing this, why I shouldn't continue enduring the challenge of uploading 2 videos a day, every single day, consistently, no matter what. And that's something. It's a challenge that I set for myself. And as of the time that I'm recording this video at, I've uploaded over 45 videos to this channel, and not a single one of them has gotten a view. And to me, it's not that it's discouraging. I mean, it is to a certain extent, but I knew I had the expectation up front that no one was going to watch these videos for a very, very long time. I'm just documenting my thoughts, my journey, what I'm going through, so that hopefully once I achieve my goals, someone can look back at this information and use my journey to learn for themselves, so they can replicate my results faster. And like, if you're watching this right now, and I'm still nowhere near where I want to be yet, but I try to provide as much value to you guys as I can through these videos. And so when I thought to myself, like, should I just stop uploading these videos, I reminded myself of why I was doing this, and I reminded myself of the importance of consistency and discipline, and how it's when you're the most uncomfortable, it's when the circumstances are the most difficult, that you need to make sure that you still get the job done. Because if you're able to do it under the most difficult of circumstances, it'll give you the confidence to be able to do it under any circumstances, whatever the task is, right? For me, it's uploading these videos in this context. And so a couple nights ago, it was pretty tough. It was freezing cold outside. I wasn't feeling well. I didn't sleep properly. Like, I probably got 3 hours of sleep. So I woke up at, I don't know, 2 a.m. or something, or probably even earlier than that. I didn't sleep past that. I had a really, really long day, full of classes, and I'd been working all day as well. Like, that particular day was I think it was a 10 or 12 hour day. And so I'm coming outside after all of that to record this video, and it was really, really difficult, but I still made sure to do it. I still pushed myself to do it. And looking back at the fact that I was able to overcome that mental obstacle that presented itself that particular night, I'm proud of myself for being able to do that. And so, being consistent in the long run, overcoming these hurdles that your circumstances, like life in general, throw at you, life in general throws at you. Being able to, once you overcome them and you look back, you'll really, like, your future self will thank your past self if you made the right decisions. And so, even though my past self was only a couple days younger than I am now, I'm still grateful that that version of me then, in that moment, decided to continue uploading these videos and decided to continue to get the job done under pretty difficult circumstances. So yeah, it just goes to show that discipline and consistency, they eventually do pay off. And although I'm still not getting any views on these videos whatsoever, I know that someday in the future, once I've achieved, at least to a considerable extent, what I want to achieve, that someone will find these videos valuable. If not anyone else, at least I'll find these videos valuable. I'll be able to look back at these videos and look at my younger self and see what I had to go through, and see what my thought process was like and how I've grown since that time in the future. If you get what I'm saying. Like, it's like, imagine like looking back, imagine if you documented the past 5 years of your life, and you're able to look back at every single day and see how you were thinking, what you were doing, what your day was like, what your thought process was like, how you were making decisions, how you were progressing, what you accomplished, what you didn't accomplish, what you failed at. Like, it's just incredibly valuable. I've gotten into this me recording these videos is really an extension of a habit that I started a couple months ago, which is basically tracking how I spend my time on a daily basis on this Excel sheet. And so anytime I sit down to work on a task, I note down my observations. I record my observations of how I perform, how my energy levels were, how my focus was, and I also describe the circumstances when I was working at that particular time. Like, what did I do before? What did I do after? What did I do in between this work session and that work session? How did I sleep the previous night, and so on. And so I've documented that, and now I can look back at the past couple months and pick out any day, and I can know how I spent my time, right? And even if you can't see the value in that yet, once you do it for a long time, you will eventually realize how valuable it actually is. Just that Excel sheet alone, which is now like probably 1,200 rows or something, it's so valuable because it's a personal record of my data that I can analyze and then use to optimize my routines and my schedule, and it's just been extremely valuable. In the same way, these videos, once I achieve what it is that I want to achieve, or as I just continue to progress through life in general, just recording these videos, even if no one else watches them, I can look back at these videos and see what I went through to get to where I am in the future. Like if fast forward 5 years in the future, I'm 5 years older than I am now, and I'm looking back at who I am today, recording these videos, and I guess it's going to be somewhat sentimental, but just watching these videos and listening to them, I'm pretty sure like in the future it's going to make me feel really grateful for what I did now, for what like my past self did in order to get me to where I am in the present moment. And even though I haven't accomplished nearly as much as I hoped I would by this age, I'm still grateful for all the things that my past self did. And I just wish I had started documenting these things sooner. And so the point is, consistency and discipline in the long run do pay off in more ways than one. Yeah, of course there's like the monetary aspect of it, but there's also like the general knowledge and the wisdom aspect of it, per se, the maturity that comes with it, that comes with being able to reflect on your past self, your past thoughts, the decisions you took, the decisions you made, the actions you took, and just being able to reflect on that and learn from your own mistakes, and truly appreciate what your past self did for you, especially if like he or she made the right decisions. And so yeah, it's you can if you want to do something like this, you don't have to start by recording these videos the way I am, because they are quite time consuming, but I still do them. You can start off simply by doing the Excel sheet thing that I do, or journaling on a daily basis. That's a great habit because it's basically just a brain dump on paper, and you can look back at your deepest, most internal thoughts, like the depths of your mind, and analyze that. Of course, I don't share to that extent through these videos because it's on a public forum. I share as much as I possibly can, of course, without giving away my identity per se, but yeah. So I know I kind of went on rambling, really, but yeah, no. Even discussing this right now, just explaining it back to myself, is further reinforcing that discipline that I've developed of recording these videos on a daily basis. I'm just basically, by talking this out right now to anyone who's listening to this, even if it's me in the future, what's up? How you been? How's life? So like, just saying this out loud right now and recording it, it's just, it really just like it's just reinforcing that what I'm doing is right and that it's going to pay off eventually. So yeah. Anyways, that's all I've got for this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.